Hey, what's happening? Thank you so much for joining me again. I'm Chris, and today we are checking out North Coast Brewing's Old Rasputin Imperial Stout. This comes in at 9% alcohol by volume. If you're already cutting to the chase wondering why is it already poured, because my first video completely died on me in the making. So we're sort of shooting this from halfway again. But to say the things I said several minutes ago that didn't make it in there, North Coast Brewing, they're out of Fort Bragg, California, and we just got North Coast Brewing into the state. They're available most everywhere else, and New Hampshire is always the last one to the party in terms of what we're getting into the state. I think it just has a lot to do with our licensing laws, and if you're someone that works for New Hampshire and deals with licensing laws and liquor and stuff like that, please, they suck. Fix them. It is so hard apparently for breweries and up and coming brewers to get beers out into the state. So with that said, we're last to the party, but we do have it, and it is one of the most highly regarded Russian Imperial Stouts around. It's it's one of those that comes in a 4-pack, 12-ounce bottles, and you can get it pretty much everywhere, which I think adds a lot to why people like it so much, just because it's so widely available. But with that said, I've already got it in the glass, so we can take a look at it here. So it originally poured. It had about, as you can see, there's a lot of lacing left up there, like maybe 3 fingers worth, and it's left with about 1 finger, half finger of some khaki colored sort of, it almost looks like, I always think about it as like if you had like chocolate ice cream and whipped cream and you sort of, you're a kid and you stir it up in the bowl till it gets all soupy and then you have it. It sort of has like that kind of chocolate appearance, just real creamy looking, just really nice. So let's see what we got for a nose. Alright, I'm noticing there's a lot of roasted malt in there. A real dark chocolate sort of balancing out with almost like an espresso coffee sort of a note in there. There's a definite sweetness to the smell. It's a really nice smelling imperial stout. This is pretty textbook, and the body of it, I guess I should mention. I don't think I got to that. It's really, I'm not gonna say it's pitch black, because it's not. It definitely has. It's about as dark brown as you can get without being black. There's definitely some tinges around the side here of just sort of like a chestnut, like mahogany, like real dark chocolate looking brown. But it's just a great looking beer. So let's see what we've got here. Cheers. All right, the first thing that's hitting me is that there's a real espresso note that comes out, sort of a coffee, slight bitterness of a coffee flavor right there at the front of the taste, and it sort of crosses over from that. You start to notice the alcohol a little bit. It is 9%, so depending upon how fresh your bottle is, there's definitely can be an alcohol note right there. Otherwise, that sort of blends into the dark chocolate just at the end of the taste, just taking it out. Meanwhile, there's a general roastiness that goes the entire way through the taste. It's really nice. As far as the mouthfeel goes, it is an imperial stout, and it's not the thickest thing I've ever had in my life, but it's really full bodied, just coats the mouth, slightly oily. It's, it's still there. It's lasting. You can taste it. You know, I've said before, there's nothing worse than a stout with a really thin, watery body. At least to me, that's just really off-putting. Even if you're just a regular stout, have a little bit of body to it. You know, it's meant to be one of those, you know, as they say, colder weather beer. Obviously, I don't give a shit, but you know, you want something that's gonna have a little bit of meat to it in that colder weather. And if you just have a thin stout, you're getting nowhere. But this is real nice. You know, it's got, you know, a nice amount of carbonation. It's got a nice thick coating mouthfeel. You know, this is just what you're wanting from an Imperial Stout. And if you're someone that really enjoys coffee and those sort of notes blended in, this is something to check out. North Coast's Old Rasputin Imperial Stout. You know, I think I know some people aren't into coffee as much in their beers, and there's other Imperial Stouts that might be more chocolate forward, but this one definitely has that nice backing, dark chocolate note to it. But I would really say the prevailing taste in here is definitely that espresso coffee sort of a flavor with just some really rich roasted malt in there that just makes this a really, really fantastic drinking beer. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and continue enjoying my Old Rasputin here, and I hope you're enjoying something, and I'm going to continue enjoying this, and see you next time. Cheers.